realms, though. Is that something about, like, an authentication server not being up for some reason? Yeah. Not reachable. So we're just gonna reload realms. Or reload my Minecraft instance. I guess I will do it like this. This is a very quiet... Okay, it's... I'll just skip. I'm trying out a new OST, Yoshi's Island, for the music. I have no idea if it's gonna be, like, any good for streaming, but I kind of wanted to mix it up. I don't know why Lunar Client's taking a while to load, but that gives me time. Let me go here. I'm just gonna deafen. So we'll hear if anyone joins. I have like maybe the brokest meal you could imagine. I just have white rice and that's it. So I really need to go to the grocery store. Failed to log in. Authentication servers are currently not reachable. That like... can I go on Hypixel? What servers? Is it talking about realms? Is it talking about the Lunar Client side thing? This is a bad sign. It's loading terrain. My screen is just black now for Hypixel. Oh, not anymore. Realms authentication server unreachable. Okay, well the first result is from 3 years ago, so I don't feel great about that. I also don't feel great about the fact that I'm a Steve. Other people are not Steve, so it seems like it's something on my end. Okay, well I was just gonna do this first. This is great! As soon as I decide to schedule a live stream the one time this happens. I'm just doing 5 minutes XP, I'll take that. Okay, so let me add to my Google search, fix. Restarting your game and launcher, logging out and back in, check your internet connection. Okay, well, let me turn off the full screen capture so you cannot see anything. Disconnect. Definitely something is happening. Should probably check here that we are live. We are indeed. Okay. Alright. Let's I mean, do this one. Am I just gonna be Steve again? Mojang's session servers are currently offline? What? No, not what. What are Mojang's session servers? Control multiplayer logins. They're the authentication servers that check who you are. Otherwise, everyone would probably be joining servers as Notch, etc. I don't understand if it's like... What does this mean for me, I guess? Is this something I need to wait for? Back to server list. Authentication servers. Is that a Lunar Client specific thing? Because I had a bunch of Lunar Client specific mods I wanted to showcase. I guess I'll try going to realms in the meantime in case it is a time thing that loads it, so I just need to be patient. I guess Mojang's session server status? even know this was a thing. It was reported at 7:49, and now at 8:30, there's almost 3,000 reports. Well, that sucks. Can I go into single player? Wait, am I in the right? Yes. I see testing, maybe? Well, I can log in a single player. I guess I'll just keep an eye out for if, why is it not capturing the full screen? There we go. I'll keep an eye out to see if, wow, this music is not it. Let me adjust audio levels a bit more. This is ridiculous. Also, I'm getting hair in my mouth. I guess we'll see when the Mojang servers are back up. Also, I don't want to make that someone else's issue. So that's crazy. Realm's down right now, or I guess like multiplayer down right now. I don't know where I should include this warning. I was gonna do the title, but test building. I don't know. Build practice while Mojang servers are down. Cause we don't get multiplayer. We aren't allowed to. So these guys are going crazy. Chill, y'all. Okay. This is the GOAT OST, or not OST. This is the GOAT song from the OST Flower Garden. All right. Well, I think I have mostly everything good. I'm just gonna be eating a bit during this, which I need to figure out what to do now. I had a plan, and now I can't do the plan. For now, I guess 12 is maybe fine. So this was like just testing for what golems could spawn in. So if I take this away, probably a golem will eventually spawn. I don't know. I'm pretty sure. So game rule, tick speed. No, is it just like tick rate? I don't know if it automatically resets when you leave a world. I did not mean to kill the zombies. But if you are trying to build like a golem farm for like very simple purposes, it's like really tedious because testing it is like super slow. I do think for the realms I figured out what was wrong because now like the golem farm is super efficient, but this was not fun to test until we got to like 8,000 and now you just get golems. Okay, well they're embarrassing me in front of the wizard. There we go. You just get golems like all the time. So probably take my phone out of my pocket. I don't need that while I stream. Okay. So first things first, I don't want it to be daytime. Do I have time changer on? I do. Ooh, that's a pretty cool amount of light. Just do day. Actually, I don't have time changer for, or I don't have like time whatever ticks for this testing world. So I can just do time changer anyway. You know what? I know what to do. I've been slowly working... Whoa. I've slowly been working on this. I wish the Realm server wasn't down. It's not even the Realm server. It's like Mojang right now, which... I don't know when to even expect. Oh yeah, there's an even higher reportage now. It's like, I think 841 is the most recent report, and there's like over 3,500 reports. Okay. So I have this like really dumb redstone setup that I was doing, but I have a couple of things I need to do. So this will be on the realms eventually, and I don't really like this railway for the vibe of Frostbite. I think it's like a pretty cool sort of rail design on its own. I like the like depth, although I do think probably adding like walls or something as well as like fences would go a long way, but I don't think I want to like continue working on this specific design. I don't know why I'm getting this notification. I'm just gonna ignore it. I don't know if I want to keep working on this design when it's like not what I'm gonna go with anyway. What do I want to do then? Getting decent FPS for having shaders on. I'm thinking probably this like arch is what I'll do next, because before originally this was gonna be like a flat top and then we were gonna like drop. This is a like future just really tiny village or trading hall, but it's kind of like awkward that the only way to get them in would be from above, or like doing like a bunch of stuff beforehand and then doing the building around it, and I've already built the building on the server. So I think going from above will be better, but I think as I'm repeating a lot of the words I keep saying, I'm gonna do an archway that's like still gonna allow light in here, but is going to like connect the two ways. So I don't know how else to say it. Archway here to like the corners, and then archway almost like a sort of tube that's like connected on the top. That's what I'm thinking I'll work on now. I really wanted to keep working on the pathway because I was really grinding that out. So I have a few ideas. I would kind of like to use azalea if possible. One thing I'll need to get around though is the fact that slabs are on the outside. Probably don't work with oak. I'm also thinking we'll probably get rid of these walls. These were like mostly temporary. This one I need for like, eventually villagers are gonna be coming this way from like a villager breeder type setup, as well as like zombification. Oops. But I don't know how I want to go about doing this like sort of archway. Also, my eye is kind of bugging me. We could just work with like more slabs, I guess, or actually, let's put that like there. We could like, no, because I'm using like the interior here with like a purpose. I mean, the main concern I have is like getting rid of this design, because I want to keep the lanterns. I also was thinking maybe like glass, might be able to do something with that. Is there good a connecting block as well? Because in my head it would be like sort of keeping this thing alive, just this like general idea. I think it would look better though if like maybe actually we just get rid of the slabs. I don't know if planks would look better though. I guess I don't really need those. We will need blocks at the very least like there. To do that way. I guess let's just get like a single isolated point. I'm gonna ignore this side because the redstone is extra. So my first idea is to use logs and continue the like consistency there. It would sort of help with these. I don't know what to do for corners though. Maybe no slabs and make arcs like in an old McDonald's restaurant? I don't know what you mean by an old McDonald's restaurant. Might be too much. Like, I feel like it's starting to get a lot more condensed. And there's also the concern about like how to connect this upper area. Let's go. As a sort of blueprint, I guess I don't mind that because it would also help connect these, which I didn't love the fact that like in order to keep the outside consistent, you had to make this a log or else it would like, I mean, I guess that doesn't like the worst. And actually it might help clear out. Okay, maybe I talked myself into at least giving it a try. Which one? Oh, brick. Probably something like that. Okay. I don't hate that. And corners we could probably keep the same. It's not like great either though. I think I do actually prefer this. Or maybe we could just do like the inner ones. No, I feel like the fence looks kind of weird then. I'm gonna keep this for now. I guess I could actually continue like, excuse me. I can continue all of them, but like these ones, which would probably bug me specifically, but I don't think that's too big of an issue. So we would do like all the outer ones. Looks like I want these to be out of planks. I don't know. It's probably good for the corners to at least be logs. Those logs, these corners. Oh. Assuming, okay. How long do you think MC servers will be down for? I honestly don't know. I have like the thing for like reportages here. Let me refresh. It's just like spiking right now. It looks like it was about 750, so they've been down for about an hour and a half already. I would guess like not too well, okay, maybe not guess. Let me say I'm optimistically hoping that it's not too much longer if they've had like an hour and a half to go off of it, but realistically speaking, I would guess like maybe 3-4 hours in total, so another like 2 to 3 hours from now. But this is also coming from someone who has like no experience with like normal server downtime. Okay, so one thing I want to get is like a lot of visibility. Maybe this is where I like come in with the azalea. I'm just gonna ignore this for now. It's gonna be like an open area. I think I'm gonna not use flowering yet, because I'm just gonna want to like intermix it a bit, and I don't want to worry about detailing yet. Okay, I'm also gonna turn chunks down. Okay. I can't really match that interior to make it symmetrical because I have like the railway here. This is like realistically the closest I could do. I don't know though. Will this damage the villagers? Do I have something to turn off items? Oh my god, I forgot I didn't... I may have forgotten to make the tick rate go back down to 20. I also need to turn off the kill all items command. Right here. Okay, so now I can drop that. Perfect. I need another villager egg. Not villager. It's kind of a fire name though. Villager? Alright. Signs for me, boy. Oh wow, it doesn't. Wait. Is this like no blocks now? Or is it like transparent blocks? I guess it's transparent. Dang, okay, that actually kind of helps. I don't know what to do with you now. Oh, that's a bad place. You can just go down there. I need to give him a push. Not my issue. Okay, so Azalea could be, at least theoretically, put on top of the rails. I need to keep in mind this open one though. Doesn't really help with like the slab interior issue. But I guess I can work on like detailing the inside once I have like a better archway. So how high do I want the archway to be? I'm thinking I'll probably want to add like more circularity to it, make it more of like a tube, but it's looking... You know what, let's just start simple. I probably don't need that. I don't know about the shape on the outside. It feels kind of like basic and very matchy. You just like reinstalled Windows? Oh, so like you weren't like signed in single player before the servers went down, so like you can't sign in now? Is that what happened? I'm gonna leave the Azalea for now and go back to the Dark Oak so that I have like slabs and stairs to work with for depth. Okay. So we get like something like that. Yeah, it's depressing. You know, I feel you. I was scared I wasn't gonna do like any Minecraft today. I'm like surprised actually that I was able, like, I'm thinking it was maybe because I'm using Lunar client that I was able to like log in already for single player. You just wanted to play on survival world you have with your girlfriend, but you can't even do that. That's tough. Yeah, I don't even know like when we're gonna get any notice about the servers coming back online. I don't know if they'll like make a tweet or anything about it, or if we're just gonna be like totally kept in the dark. Probably use stairs, I think. I mean, that's like a really simple design. I don't love this sort of clash. I think this is like as big as I'd want the archway to be though. Any like bigger feels like it'd be like too bulky. Also, it doesn't need to be logs all the way up here. I have a feeling I'm not gonna like this, but we could also do that. No, I like the like consistency it feels. I also need to be cognizant of like a light source. I don't hate this for like the inside. I feel like it could work, but for like the outside, that's like more what I'm concerned about. Like flying above it, I don't really imagine this looking super great as it is. And I'm not sure. Like, maybe I could do more stuff with like the tuff, I guess. It doesn't need to be all about dark oak. Let's get tough slabs out. Let's start with that. I also will need stairs. Yeah, okay. You know, maybe we could use like stained glass for like a sort of interior. Let's just work on like this section, because I think it'll be a lot easier to get like one section and then just like repeat it elsewhere. Because I kind of want like, why I'm going for green glass is I want this to be like very nature-esque, like the entire topper is like a treetop, and then it's like underneath is the more built section, like the more man-made section. I don't know how I feel about the logs, as well as like the polish. I think I dislike that more though. I think I'm gonna drop it a layer. I feel like it's too tall compared to like the rest of the scale. It'd be like what? 1, 2, 3, 4-ish. And then 1, 2, 3, 4.5. So yeah, let's go at least one lower. So okay, that Y level. Ba ba ba. What do I think about that level? I don't think it's the Y level I'm too concerned about. I think I need to somehow go like further out. I feel like maybe like getting like this side profile. What I've had in mind is like something like up this way being the archway, and then connecting to like this interior outside section. think this is too tiny on the inside. Because I really don't have a lot of real estate. Well, I guess I don't really need more real estate on the interior, actually. Also, if I work with... I think probably for the corners, it's going to need to be azalea. Or whatever I decide is like the more like filler type block. You're planning on using the very middle of the village hall for something? We're thinking a pink tree. I don't think there's really gonna be enough room for anything unless it's like, because like if it was like a pink tree, this would need to be like sort of like the base, like the trunk. We can make it like 2 blocks bigger, wider. Make what bigger? Like the interior here? Because this interior like is very formulaic. Like we can only do it by like every 5 blocks or so. So like there's like 3 for this section and then like 5 for every like set of logs here. But I was saying with like the middle here, like we could like make this like sort of circumference be like the log, and then it could like come out, but it would need to be like really big. What do you mean the whole building? We don't really have like the plot to expand it though. Like it's already, unless like we move the building somewhere entirely new, that building's like we can't go anywhere near the coast. I guess we could technically, like if we don't want it to be a square, go further to your treehouse, but we can't go near the villager farm. And then we can't really like, unless we just completely get rid of like the back of the island. Like there's already like hills there that we're like pretty close to. Stupid hair. Mm-hmm. At least for the area we have, the only way is up. This is a design I was telling you about before where like, I do like it, although it's like only on like the ground level, not a lot for like the verticality of it yet. But I really like this like stair design, but I think the like copper doesn't really match like this sort of like natural vibe we have. Going back to the arch. No, I think it doesn't need to be taller actually. It like looks too dwarfed. I actually wouldn't mind actually doing like these as like corner supports. I feel like the contrast feels more intentional with this than doing like planks. Although this does blend more, of course, being like the brown tones. did something like that. I think it needs to be raised. And then it would also need to like match out here. Maybe one more. I feel like this is like probably the arch shape I'd be looking for. I don't know if I like that though, especially with like the wood in the middle. I'm gonna go see if the rooms is back on. Hey, that was a lot faster than I thought it'd be. Damn, Anthony joined like he was hunting it down. All right. Well, I don't have to think about the thing for a while now. I don't even remember what I was gonna name this stream at this point. There we go. Okay. So this is what I wanted to do. We'll get to this another time. I really have not been thinking about that as much as the path. I think I need to decide for the path. First things first, I feel like cobble could go there. I need to like get squared away whether or not I want this to be like a cobblestone path or more of a, I don't even know what you'd call it, like a dirt path, I guess, like a detailed dirt path. He's not just online frequently, he like, he was like joining as soon as the servers were off. Like, it makes me imagine, oh, I can turn the render distance up. It makes me imagine that like, he was just on the Realm screen, just like loading over and over again, trying to get in. I have a feeling I'll probably not do the cobble because there's already like the stone sort of like walkways that are adding gray, and plus there's like all of this gray, so I think I'm just gonna keep it simpler and get rid of this. I think it will keep some of like the stone buttons though for like pebbles. I like that addition. So turn time changer off. This is gonna be, I don't know what else I want to add for like variation. Also change the stairs to the treehouse. I figured like the stairs I would keep the same because like I think you probably saw that I changed it a bit to like match just mostly over here, like this big rock. But I like the stairs being like their own, I don't know what you'd call it, like set piece. I don't know about like, actually kind of, like if you... What is a good stone variant? I guess I can use like the coral for that now. I think I'll need to fill this in, this hole, to get a better idea. But I like the like this being its own thing. Also, I think I'm gonna get rid of like the slabs and make these full blocks. I was like trying to do slabs before because I felt like they made more sense for a path block, but like for so many different reasons, the slabs have already been annoying in the building process with like items getting like stuck underneath them and having to like dig them out and stuff. It's just, as well as like when I was doing the thumbnail for this live stream, I like kept seeing a part of the ground because I was like in the block and it only showed like, you know, the slab part is invisible, and then when you got to like underneath it, there would just be like these holes you could see. So I think I'll go ahead and do that as well. I do want to use like this coral for something though, because I really love it as like a cobblestone texture. I think I could probably add it in a few places here as well, since I built this before I went out and got coral, if I remember correctly. Also, I do kind of like the inside of here being cobble. Like, this is like a pathway that's like reminiscent of like just going through medieval times, like markets and stuff. Like, what do you have in your wares available for purchase? I like that for the like theme of it. What is this music, by the way? What am I listening to? Powerful Infant again. I think I'll start with just making this like grass, and then I'll probably add like moss. So I feel like I'm chugging. Yeah, getting like 56. I think streaming is like the final straw for not being able to run the shaders. Back down. It's a little bit better. Probably make that something. Actually, just make it a path. I can definitely feel it like being really laggy right now. I think I'll probably do more path blocks and like tan colored things. For now I'm gonna do the stairs. Damn, I'm really bothered by the FPS right now. This is stuttering a lot. Not stuttering, it's just choppy. Okay, did I... Okay. So I'm like wood button right now. Speaking of wood buttons, I have not been placing them back. don't remember. Was it this one that had a button? This music. I regret trying the Yoshi's Island OST. Flower Garden is good though. This is where free cam. Why? Oh, yeah, I did cinematic. Free cam comes handy. Oh, what the heck? Path blocks are like transparent as well. Okay, so this wood one, or this button one, is it that one? I don't think any of these are slabs. I think they're all just path at this point. Because if it was slab, we'd see like a slab on the XY or the XZ axis looking up. Where was that? There it was. Okay, so you have the grass now. Maybe the grass should be more on like the exterior, and then I should work on like the interior being like the most walked along part, which would be like more of the path and stuff. I also want to be cognizant of the mini-map. Yeah, it looks kind of weird having like all this interior be grass. So if I were to like focus on making this more akin, because I do eventually want this to like be the same build style as like the path over there, or like just have consistency between the two. So I'm not sure how I want to go about achieving that. Like if I want to make more of this like oak and stuff over there, or if I want to make more of like that spruce over here. Alright, I'm done eating. Which I'm thankful for, because this was kind of distracting me. I think Anthony left. It means I don't need to wait for him to sleep, which is great. Okay. this FPS isn't getting better. I was kind of hoping that it'd be like Anthony loading a bunch of things in the server that would be making me chop, but it makes sense that it's more of a graphical issue. I could change OBS settings, I guess, but that wouldn't really like help, because then it would just be like on the video side on like YouTube that it'd look bad. I don't know. Either way, I think I'm gonna start with making most of this interior more pathway. Okay. Do I have more rockets? I'll need to make more. Oh, and then this side. I think I'll make that a path, and then I'll get like more grass here. Actually, no, I don't want that to be grass. I guess it would make sense if it was like the areas near the grass that became grass. Or like that aren't separated by the smooth stone slabs. Kind of like how coincidentally happened like over here. I'm gonna change the shader pack for now. I think I just need to get a better computer if I want to run Silder's Basics, or it's not even Silder's Basics. It's complementary shaders. I mean, with streaming at the same time. Hopefully, I can at least record still though. It's kind of hard to tell right now. I think for the path blocks, I want those to be splotchier. Where like over here you have like a bunch of path blocks all in a row and then just like one podzol, one wood, like randomly. I think I want that to be mixed. I think I want it to be like less path blocks and more like podzol, wood. What else was I gonna use? I don't think I want to go with moss. We'll continue the idea I had with that. Try to make like some level of consistency. This one's fine. Make a pass for those two. That's fine. I don't need to force it here, I feel. I guess maybe... I think that's probably fine. And I think this is fine. Okay. What now? I kind of do want that to connect a bit more to where, like, it's on this level and not like only in front of the stone slab level. Okay. Okay, let's start clearing out some of the path blocks here. I do have mushroom actually. I can remember where I put it. Also coarse dirt. Okay, let's use this mushroom. Yeah, we'll get the coarse dirt out. I don't think I can use that much. I need to be more sparing with this. Let's get like a bunch of posit down then. Well, okay, I don't mind that wood. Make that grass. What else? Probably this. I'm not sure how much I should intermix the mushroom. Probably in sections that have like with the puzzle, I think there's too big of a contrast. What about like here with like the path block? Probably I'll have to accept that. Also, I think I am gonna change the music. I don't think I like this OST. Try Donkey Kong Country. Wait, edit. Okay. I don't need that open. Okay. More wood and something probably over this way, which I think I'm out of wood. I guess I'll just deal with like 2 sets of slabs since I have plenty of slabs. Oop. Make that a rounder curve. Probably like the interior here. Maybe I'll employ one of my like strategies for way better music. I agree. Maybe I'll employ the strategy of like sectioning off, because originally I was going for more like random bullshit go, but I think as I'm starting to do things that are a bit more consistent, I'm liking the feel of it. Like especially this section. Actually, I can just like turn that into path. Let me leave that for now. I'm not gonna use the coarse dirt yet. Let me use normal dirt for when I need a path block. I think I'm starting to get an idea of how I want to go about this. Okay. Ah, I see. I must have used stops somewhere. Whatever. I still think I want variety with a more tan block. Also not being as formulaic with the slabs, probably. I'm not sure about this. Which part do I like best? I think I want less path block. I don't want the path block to be as demanding because I kind of like what's going on over here. But it's like there's less path blocks and it's more so all of the... Yeah, it's like all of the green on the inside. Also, I hate the rain. But the other shaders though, they look really good. I like the campfires for the slabs. I like them like as a sort of like walkway. I wish that like it was easier to like incorporate campfire type things though, because it's like I would use it as like a part of the inside, but like you can't stack two campfires on top of each other with like filling the same block. Yeah, I like what's going on over here with like these paths, but it's like it's less path blocks and then oak blends better. Maybe I should use both spruce and oak. I feel like oak fills it out better. But the main thing is the fact that like the green and the matching green in the area makes it to where like that's like the main background color. And here I'm trying to treat the path block as like the main color when I want the path block to be more like tiny amounts in detailing. So I think I'm gonna get rid of all the paths and start with just dark colors. I'll leave that one. Actually, I'll leave some of these too. Actually, I kind of like what's happening up here. I think I'll leave. I think I'll leave it at that, and then do down here. I need more path blocks. Or more podzol, not path. like 2 stacks. What is that face? What is that? Is that a face? I don't know. Kind of reminds me of like Gengar's teeth. Okay, so we have this. I have too many straight lines and I think too much spruce. I do like the amount of mushroom and how they're intermixed, but it's hard to tell because I don't like that they're a part of these like really straight line spruce structures. Actually, I will just use the slabs. I think I'm gonna need to go out and get more mushroom blocks. I can't think off the top of my head what other blocks would be good for variation. I think I already know I want that to be a path. This is tricky. Make that a path. kind of liking the spruce now. There's nowhere specific that like, or I guess this corner, like catches my eye as like needing to be changed. No. This weird perpendicular. Okay. I think I'm not gonna do the grass on the interior yet. I feel like it's distracting, at least for the most part. I need to go get more mushroom. I was trying to be like sparing with it, but I realistically want like a decent amount. I also definitely need to get my rockets out. I think I have like at least one more stack. Oh yeah, I have plenty. This lonely little mushroom. I was worried about them going into the water, into this canyon. What the heck? I'll get that when I'm down there. Honestly, that should be plenty. I'm not gonna use over 2 stacks. Why is there just a random anvil in this tree? I don't know if this was me or not. I don't know how many other people would be exploring like this and then anviling on the go. I think I should be fine. I don't think I need coordinates. There should be like, yep, a chest and a crafting table. Okay. I don't use mushroom blocks or like mushroom stems very often. I think this one is better not being mushroom because of the consistency and the texture here. I guess that's almost. I'm fine with this edge piece actually being a mushroom. Actually, I don't know if I am now. What else do I need in my hotbar? Of course, dirt. Guess that would mostly be it, actually. Oh, no, wood. That's right. Okay. Speaking of wood... I don't like this like podzol square, but I don't know how else to make it look better. Change that. I think that's about it. At least for like this step. Wood. Make this grass wood. Okay, get off. Okay, so now I think I'm gonna add buttons and buttons and stuff, which I will need not too many actually, because I already have a decent amount placed. I'm not sure how to incorporate the stone buttons though. I want these to be a lot more sparing. One over here. Okay. I think the stun buttons actually came out pretty decent. Get like a wood. I feel like there should be, I keep like having in my brain screen, there should be like one more stone button around here. I think this controlled amount is good. Alright, I'm gonna start organizing materials a bit. I feel like I had more dead brain coral block than this. It's just like the ones I used for this. Did I use any in this? Oh, I used that. Did I used 2. Okay. I'm gonna mix some of the dead brain coral. Yeah, dead brain coral block into this one. I feel like this gravel's a perfect candidate. And then make like gravel above it. F3B. I don't want to lose these blocks. Probably, yeah, probably here. Probably sneak one in there. Same with that. No, that's a stair. I need that to stay. I actually like most of these. Guess I can make that one. Maybe that. I don't remember which block that was. I think it was that. Okay, I guess I'm fine with that. I just want to use these for something. So boop. Stone. Mother fudger! I heard it, but I just couldn't do anything in time. Oh, take the stone back out. Man, it was like only temporary that this was dark too. Unfor. And then I destroyed the slab? Was that what was there? Okay. It wasn't too big of a deal, still kind of a nuisance. Ugh. Okay. Deposit away, stone. Is that my normal stone? It is my normal stone shulker. Oop, andesite. Oh man, why do I have so much dirt? What? Well, that's coarse dirt. Oh, probably because I've been like getting rid of the path block and stuff. Well, I'm putting dirt in here temporarily. And tough. I think I need to go back for tough. As well as mossy cobble. I'll put it in here. Spruce buttons, okay, andesite. And is this polished? Polished tough. Boo, boo, boo. And andesite. Okay. So now I want to do decorating around the path, because eventually this is like, let's just get the minimap out. Eventually my sort of like vision is right here. This path is gonna turn into like a circular sort of thing, and there will be like some monument like in the middle, and then there will be like something here that I was starting to dig out a section for. Probably with the shulkers, it'll need to cut and be bigger. I need to move the sheep at some point, but for now, I think I want to. Wait, why are these all green? Oh, I just don't think the minimap updated. I'm gonna want to get like a bunch of leaves, and not really leaves, I guess. Although that's something I didn't consider actually. I think I want to try leaf litter on this path. I don't think I would have it. Oh no, I do. Okay, cool. Leaf litter. Oh yeah, I think that'll make it like blend a lot more. Especially for like these mushroom. I'm gonna need a lot more leaf litter. Damn. What are they chanting in this song? Things like you can't put leaf litter on like path blocks. Actually, if I bone meal, will that spread the leaf litter like already on the path? Oh, can you not bone meal leaf litter? Oh dang, okay. It's not too big a deal to go collect it manually, it's just gonna be time consuming. Okay, let's go do that now then. I think punching it is probably going to be fastest compared to like water bucketing or something. What are these torches? Like, why are they so close to each other? Alright, 3 stacks should be sufficient. Button. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. No! No! There we go. Whoa, these ones are a different color. Okay. I kind of want more actually. That's fun. Alright, I imagine this should be enough for like this section at least. Okay. So now we have this. Originally though, I want like a lot of bushes and stuff. Let's get out Firefly as well. And then short grass. I want to manually place these. I'll probably keep it a little way from the edge. Just move these torches away as well. Okay. I'm gonna start with these as a base. This will also add particles for the ambiance. There's like so many mobs in like a cave under here. Actually, we can do clusters of these even. Yeah, I like the clusters a lot more. This is some serious Donkey Kong music. Whoa! Did that just make the leaf litter? It did. Oh, that leaf litter is gone. Okay. A little bit more over here, to be honest. I think I'd like them at like the base of the rock. I'm probably overdoing it if we're being honest, but I think I'm fine with that. And now, oops. I'm gonna need to shear some more of these plants that Allie grew everywhere. I thought I had more shears. I guess I used them. Okay. Actually, it looks like I got most of them. Still like a decent amount though. Especially over here. Oh, that's right. I got a bunch of like ferns before, so I can use those too. Guess I'll finish off like this one shear. Okay. Okie dokie. So I have this, and I got ferns to work with, and then only then do I think I'll do the flowers. That is so much short grass. And I had more. Oh, that's right. I still got berries to plant. Okay, let's start with short. Well, what does a fern look like? I guess I can, like, mix both of them pretty freely. Should probably carry a pair of shears with me when I do this. And I just broke it anyway. Honestly, I'm not gonna worry about the shears. I don't really mind breaking like one grass here and there. Probably need to remove some of these and like drop down moss and stuff at some point, but I won't worry about that right now. I also need to come back and like bone meal some of these to be tall grass, because you can't get like tall grass normally unless you go looting chests from villages, but that's like such an inefficient way to do it. The song kind of sounds like from Surgeon Simulator. Okay. Let me get like a rough idea, I guess, first before I go doing super specific detailing. Honestly, I think these are gonna be in the way. Drop the line right there, though. Excuse me. This is one of my favorite sections of the OST. It's like part of the song. I don't remember the name of the song. Gangplank Galleon. I think I'll probably do like reeds or something at the edge over here. So I won't worry about getting it all the way to the coastline. Okay, I like the feel of this path so far, but I feel like there's not enough, like, verticality to the sides, like, as I'm running through. Like, here, this feels very, like, it sort of wraps... Let me actually get over here. It feels like it, like, wraps you with, like, this, and then, of course, the big treehouse and, like, the rock to, like, walk in this direction. Especially with, like, this one. But I feel like doing that, like, over here... This feels like very flat and open, like you can go like anywhere here and there's not a lot of like direction. I'm sure the fact that these are only on the side as well don't help. But I do think that's important to have them there. I've probably done too many firefly bushes. I need more, like, bushes and stuff. Like, I do have a lot of dry bush. But I need more things like that that are mixed in. Could maybe do... If these will grow, some of them. No, I can't really place them. Might need to be a lower light level. I don't remember where these were. Could also do some like single spruce logs, so I need to go like mine some more. How does this look? That's the tall variation. I don't know. I don't think so. Because it's like, the fact that it is dry and like dead just kind of takes away from the whole nature, like thriving plant life vibe. Do maybe some of these. But it's like, they're not really tall, like it doesn't help with that aspect. Could maybe do some like hedges. I'm not sure. What about like... It doesn't really blend. I'll need to think about that. And then, I guess, sweet berries. Although, people are probably going to complain that, like, they're going to keep getting hurt, and they're going to, like, punch these. Let's just bone meal them right away so I have a better idea. I think this will help with adding more color, especially with, like, getting red that isn't poppy. Could do some open eye blossoms, actually. I think that'd be cool ambiance. Just like sprinkle these in. Oh, they're closing. That's interesting. I'll do like patches of them every now and then. And not like once every however long. Wait, only this one closed. Why? I don't know the consistency of them. I know it's light level dependent, but I don't get why, like, there wouldn't be sufficient light level here. Maybe it's just getting dark? No, the sun's definitely still out. It's bizarre. let's get the bone meal and do the bushes. I think something that'll help with the verticality actually is going around and bone mealing specific grass to become tall grass. I do want it to be there. I wanted to keep the fern, but I think it's better to have that bush. Did not mean to make that tall grass. Is this too dark anywhere? Let's see. Light, server light. 2 1 1 1 1 2 2. Oh, there was a 0. This is too dark in some places. Shoot. I need to think of a solution for that then. For now, I guess I'll go sleep. Okay. Okay. That might be too close. I think that's it for berry bushes. I think I'm almost done with this section, honestly. I think it's just gonna be making some of these every now and then, like tall grass. I was worried that would have flowers and be like too much. Cannot bone meal, fallen leaves. I do kind of want more variety and depth as well for like the Y level as you're walking on the path. Honestly, I don't mind the dandelions. Okay. I think that's maybe good. Well, that's a bit too much grass. I would like to get my hands on some bushes and intermingle that with like the short grass. Still, I think this is probably good. It feels a bit weird on this side. I also need to like go back and remove a bunch of the grass and replace it. Excuse me, with like moss and like carpeted moss and stuff. So this is only like a temporary thing, but I think I have a good idea for how I want the side of the path to be now. Reminder for my appointment tomorrow. So glad I have that reminder. I think this is fine for now though. I'm gonna end stream there. Like usual, I want to thank you for watching, VOD watchers. This is gonna be a common trend now where I just apologize. But I think I am satisfied with this progress. So I will talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.